to build their apartment complex here, basically.
Play for the late game. Morgoth staying in, everyone just sitting still. Tfue still in this game as well. Sam, Joystick, 31 players left. Look at the materials for Ghost Bizzle here too. Almost 1,400 to work with. Pretty solid spot, and he's got to like his inventory as well. He's got the rare drum gun, rare assault rifle. Obviously the tac shotgun may not be the best, but he's got 10 minis.
There you go, the next circle. Honestly, pretty much nobody inside, so everybody's gonna have to rotate to that southwest edge. A bit of cliff play, some water, barely any water in play here for the next circle, but everybody's got to move. And Bizzle, along with a number of other players, are going to take the opportunity very early, get ahead of the rest of the crowd. Just over 60 seconds remaining. Third-party shots going to happen like that. Bizzle's got any player that rotates early is going to get tapped at. The goal there, people are looking for their first, second, even third elimination, trying to get as many points as they can. But man, early movement, getting ahead of the game, especially as we've watched these games develop over the course of the day. It's always paid off. Poach, player we've had our eyes on quite a bit, hiding down here underneath. They have those catacombs, a number of different little compartments to hide in, making it more difficult for his opponents to track him as he moves. Bizzle rotating back in. He's going to run potentially into Poach's structure here, probably to his front left in just a second, depending on his decision to keep moving. He's going to build up right at the edge of the zone. A great choice, too. He has a chance now to look out any windows he can edit and just take pop shots if he has enough ammo at people. Marksman getting last in the feed with a fall 28 meters. Looks like he dropped out a structure that had been built up. And here you go. The very edge. We got a little bit of water in here, but Kutrain getting shot at by Morgoth, one of our leaders.
See, now the question is Nate Hill still alive? Because we know Morgoth and Nate Hill were kind of two of the top fighting for those spots.
First and second in the leaderboard before this.
Morgoth still in this. No points are in this game, though.
30 players remaining.
Takada gets dropped so low on HP. He's having a bandage. Sam just sitting right on the edge of that mountain. Looks like someone's flying through the air trying to drop on down. Everyone's going to have to get off that mountain now. 30 players left in our final game of the summer skirmish. Again, when this game is over, things will be calculated and we will know where everyone stacks up to see what chunk of the prize money they'll be taking home of the 1.5 million. Now, if you're wondering what these fast edits are, he's basically letting the metal repair so we can see through it for moments like this. Quickly edits out, makes a window, edits out again.
Tfue in the feed, eliminating Takada, one of our higher elimination players this game. FPS getting sprayed from the side. He's got the layer up because there's multiple players in here. I believe the one he was just shooting him was spinning like a top.
Got a second to live.
He could.
That was on the base soldier. 28 players left now.
Morgoth's trying to establish his third elim. This is FPS with 5.
Morgoth again
does get the third elimination on FPS. That's a point for him. Ripmate here hanging out on the very edge of the circle. In the feed, Tendons takes Strugs out. Gorilla gets Fulmer from TB.
Morgoth gets another. So 4 limbs for Morgoth. Expanding on the lead he had. It's going to take some incredible performances at the end of this to potentially dethrone him. And here's a look at everybody right now. Morgoth's close, I believe, towards obviously even more points in top 10. Poach moving into this next zone.
You've got a number of players close to the cliff, too, building up towers. They have top-down views of pretty much everything. You can wait and bide their time. We had just for a second there, I believe Fade was up on the outside. You see Tfue moving in the back corner. 23 left, 35 seconds. Very fast builds, trying to establish basically any structure he can.
Oh, no. It's a heavy tag. Down to just 78 health. And again, that audible, you can tell when the shields are gone. That's ND Gorilla, who he's in a build battle with right now. Both players could be further from the zone, which could be their downfall in the next few moments as the zone begins to move. Coming down to our final couple circles. Sam dropping down. He finally just left his little huts that he's been in forever, it seems. Marksman still in this as well. Ghost Bizzle still with a decent amount of materials.
Here we go. The storm's starting to move. You've got only a handful of players outside the zone, including one flying in right now. I believe there's 3 or 4 more that still need to get inside the safe zone. So everyone else of the 23 players, the rest of the field is already established inside the safe zone. So players like Poach, you see, they're going to take tap shots at anybody they catch moving because it's the count of players that's going to be is very low.
Remember, only top 10 earn an extra point. There's a look at everybody moving. Sam gets dropped on down. Tendons is one shot as well. Fade still keeping the high ground at max HP. Morgoth now at 5 elims.
Fade picking up an elimination, the feed. That high ground advantage paying off there, Morgoth. 5 elims trying to push up top.
Gotta stop and use this slurp.
This will cap him off if he gets the entire slurp takes. He'll be back to 100-100.
Morgoth is hungry, looking for more. The next zone about to be in play. Joystick still playing the high ground. You got C9 Kriz there as well. Marksman around the middle of those builds. Look at how weak Tendons is.
Morgoth took a little bit of damage in there. Use the campfire to try and push up his HP so that the slurp, like we talked about before, it takes up your HP first. It refills that and then switches over to shield. But his hope was to try and get every single point he could out of it.
Joystick won in this game. Top 19 right now. Everyone moving. Poach using as little materials as possible. The sign of a great player, making sure he makes the most of all these late game builds. He's basically positioned himself perfectly for this next zone as he begins the builds. Everyone having to move. He's got one just in front of him. It's Morgoth of all people. 72 hours nearby as well. Poach inching forward, gets tagged heavy. He'll place a trap too. Come on, run on in if you'd like.
18 players left, 10 seconds till this thing closes, and then we find out what direction they're going to have to go next. Morgoth, 5 eliminations still.
Look at his inventory. 860 bullets in a minigun.
Ridiculous.
He can spray this forever.
Almost gets caught off guard. The edit there, bit back just a little bit. He's very low on materials now. Only 20 builds left.
Just got dropped by the storm. More fights going on around.
14 players.
14 players remaining. It all comes down to this. You see it. Look at everybody.
Fade going down to the bottom of the screen. 13 players left.
Kriz goes down to Cease. Merksman still alive. Tfue still up as well. Poach just hiding in his little box, and Triz the most HP left in the lobby at max 200. Morgoth has so much firepower, but not a lot of materials and shields. It's making him have to second guess these decisions.
11 players left. The final match, Game 7 of the Summer Skirmish. In the rotation, everybody's got to go west.
Everyone's got to move. Here we go, folks. It's all going to develop quickly.
Right in front of Morgoth.
Tries to hit the shot. Nothing as of yet. Turns the corner. Spraying on down with the drum gun. The storm at his back. He's only got one direction he can go, and that is forward. He breaks the wall. Looking to reload this double barrel. We know how lethal this can be as he moves close. There's the shot on the Tfue. Cease with the trade. 8 now left as everyone's pushing forward. Cease gets dropped by Bizzle. 7 players left are on the edge of this tower. One falls. There goes Sofa as he took a tumble. Poach down low, playing the low ground. Triz trying to pop this big shield. These are our final players left. All the weeks of competition leading to this point. 6 players remaining. Marksman with the most health drops on down. That's actually Poach, who I believe is spraying at him right now. Marksman could have a big game on his hands. He's had a pretty quiet day up to this point, but this could solve it all right here. One more limb would guarantee him another point as well. He doesn't have a lot of materials. He's using them sparingly. One player in the house, that's Poach. You got Kooptree all the way up top. Spray down coming in. Poach with another limb. He's now at 3, which will earn him another point. Could Poach be making a sneaky move? Oh! Goes through the doors. He closes it. Marksman sneaks on in. That's another point. He's down to just 12 HP. Only gets a quick little tag there. Top 3 now. Kooptree, Triz, and Ghost Bizzle. This is it. Remember, Victory Royale is a $25,000 prize. Kooptree has bandages. He's playing the high ground. Triz couldn't have less HP. I'm wondering if Kooptree knows this. He's trying to make a bounce pad play. Nothing as of yet. Kooptree trying to keep this high ground. He flies in the storm. He'll die to the storm. 1 versus 1. Kooptree from the high ground dropping on down. This is it. The final zone is closing. Who will win the $25,000? Here he goes. He's got 1 layer on him. Will it be a heel off? No, he gets in his face. Oh my God! Ghost Bizzle. $25,000 richer. You thought he had it. You thought he had it, but here it is from Ghost Bizzle's perspective. How weak was he? How weak was he? Oh no, this could be heartbreaking. This could be heartbreaking. 26 left. That was 5 limbs and a victory royale. That'll put him with a nice 5-point gain right there and $25,000. I'll tell you right now, Ghost Bizzle just made himself a hell of a lot richer.
Absolutely incredible finish there. The 7 games, I need it to be more, Courage, to be quite honest with you. It's